Chalakap Namde.
Hey! ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು?
Bangalored.
Cheers, Sharan. Cheers. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for coming home. Thank you for sitting down for a conversation.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
And like I was telling you earlier, the whole objective of me doing this is getting a chance to sit and talk to Bangaloreans doing interesting things from all walks of life. And when I was thinking of people to when I was making a list of the kind of people that I should invite, your video popped up, man. I realized you're a full-time magician. And you're the only full-time magician that I know in real life. And I said, dude, this guy would make for an interesting conversation, and I'm so glad you, accepted my invitation. So thank you, man. Thank you. What's up? How are you? How's life?
Life is great. Like, cannot say anything more than that, but it's been an amazing journey. So as on today, as on the place where I am right now, I have no regrets on how my life is going.
Okay.
Like today was a day of sleep. I slept. That's all I did today. Before I came here till 3 p.m., I just slept. I woke up.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow. But when did you go to sleep?
I went to sleep early, in fact. I went to sleep at like 12.
12 midnight.
The previous night, 12. So that's early.
There's, I don't know if it's a Christian, if actually in the Bible, or if it's just it's something that sounds biblical. They say, blessed are those who can sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I'm blessed. I have powers that way.
Seriously.
I can just sleep.
That's amazing.
Anytime, anywhere, any place.
Like the max I can sleep is maybe 8 hours. That's a max.
After that, you start getting dreams, and then something will wake you up.
Even though 8 hours,
like
for me, it's not like I can't sleep. Some people sleep like they're dead, they're dead to the world when they're asleep. I'm a very light sleeper. There's a slight of disturbance, and when you have 2 cats, it's horrible, man. Cats are always up and about. They walk over you. They want food in the middle of the night. 4 in the morning, they wake you up for food.
They do that?
Yeah. Cats are the most indisciplined animals. Unlike dogs, cats do what they want when they want. They don't care. They don't give a damn about your schedule, dude.
I've seen those videos where the cats go like bit slap you on your face.
Absolutely, man. My cat has once bitten my toe to wake me up. That's the worst, okay? Where you're sleeping and someone bites your toe, okay? I mean, of course, it's not like she drew blood. But the rascal actually bit my toe. Another time she slapped my face, man. I really want to get up and slap her, but she ran away. She actually slapped.
She did that like
Dave Chappelle, slap, she slapped and then I got up to do something, she ran away very quickly. But again, she came back later and I had to feed her. So you're lucky that you can actually, sleep so long. So I'm happy for you. And I guess you're able to do that because you don't have an office job, a desk job.
Actually, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is not an office job, a desk job, or such like that. It's my dad's company.
Okay.
But we're into automobiles, and we manufacture press components.
Okay.
So
press components.
So anything to do with metal.
Okay.
So anything to do with metal, we get a sheet.
Okay.
In layman's term, we get a sheet and we put it under a press and we form an object.
Oh.
So we make
lathe. Is that what a lathe is called?
A lathe is not that. A lathe does
molds in certain shapes.
We use a lathe for the tool room, but the production is done on a press machine.
Okay.
So that is like anything can be formed, like a steel cup.
Okay.
Example. So we make inner parts of the speedometer, inner parts of the fuel tank, the window regulaters when it goes up and down. So there has a long thing.
Parts and components for automobiles.
Okay. Mainly automobiles, but we can branch out to other things as well.
Okay.
But right now we're mainly into it because we undergo precision making.
Okay.
So point everything makes a difference. So That's where we are at.
Okay.
Right now, we are also doing like small giveaway free items and stuff like that, like mobile stand and like doorknobs and other things.
Clients come and place bulk orders for these objects.
Yes, so we only take bulk orders and stuff like that. And
Is it 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh? What's a bulk order? Or does it start with 100? It depends on what you're making.
20,000, 10,000, 15,000,
Okay.
all those things. And like first we have to give samples, obviously one or
Right,
two and
right,
stuff
right.
like that. So normally a press industry gives bulk.
Okay. Of
Otherwise
course.
they will go
That's
to
how-
a laser cutting
Right.
place and all. So right now slowly we will get into laser cutting in the next 6 months because we are getting a lot of small orders of 1,000 numbers, 1,500 numbers
Right,
also.
right.
So we have to expand. Like my dad is like, now I'm not expanding. If you want to do it, you do it.
Okay, you want to take this forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm giving you space.
Right.
I'm giving you like everything.
Right.
If you want to,
Like you
The
have
ball is in
the
your court.
technical know-how and the infrastructure. So now it's up to you. If you want to expand the business and take it forward, it's up to you.
correct. So I studied mechanical engineering, which is the same sector as
Right. As the industry your
the
father is-
industry my
you're
dad is in.
Yeah.
But although my technical knowledge is not that great,
Right.
it's all about, for me, it's all about magic. It's always been magic and presentation and actually theater.
Okay.
Theater has been my main source of drive and like talking and meeting people and stuff like that. So right now for the business also, I am a person who talks to everybody and tries to get more orders.
Right.
So I am
you're
that
the
person.
business development guy.
Yes,
Dude
you
in
can say
your
marketing, business development,
Right,
all
right,
those
right, right.
all those
company.
sides.
You're the what client facing or the front end of
Front
the
end, the face.
the face of the
The
company.
face, the beautiful face.
which reminds me that I must perhaps explain to whoever's watching, all 18 of them, that I first met you as a model on this set for this small video that I was shooting, I think for OnePlus, right? That was some 6 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's when I saw you.
More than 6 years now.
Yeah, 6-7 years. No, it's not long. 6-7 years ago. That's when I first saw you, and perhaps that's how either one of us added each other on Facebook, I think. And I was, and I think randomly over the years, I've been seeing videos of you doing magic, right? Doing magic tricks, and I think I've seen you do magic. These videos where you're on the street doing magic with people, or you've made these kind of videos, right? And I never thought much about it. But then when I started doing this, which is 6-7 months old now, I said, dude, I have to have someone like this. Ask him what it's like. Firstly, what drove you to get into magic? Because I don't know anybody else, at least in real life, who's had a desire or gotten into magic.
So the thing that the real like want to do something drove me to become a magician, because I was a theater personality. Like I was doing theater, and when you're a theater person, it's really hard. You know about it. Like people know about it. How hard theater is. Like to get a role, you have to audition so many times, and all those
And
like
rehearse for at least a few months for the performance.
Correct. With the rehearsal, you have to coordinate with people for like 2 months, 3 months, and then one person will not be there. Then there'll be like a back shot, then this one, then that one, and
also today theatre is not really, I mean, of course there are some plays that get good patronage, but in general, and I was discussing this with a young theatre artist, one girl who was on the podcast a few sessions ago, about how theatre in Bangalore isn't really drawing huge audiences.
Correct.
You know, and forget the financial aspect. There is no financial aspect, right? It's zero as far as money is concerned. You don't really make.
You
any
pay
money.
for it.
Yeah, you
to be on stage,
you actually have to take all the money that you invest in travel, in rehearsals and going to and fro, and time. If you consider the amount of time you put into it, it's almost as if. It's not almost. It is every actor or every member of the play investing financially into it, right? Contributing to put it up, and it's somewhere. I'd say, man. In a way, unless you're really passionate about theatre, theatre is it's thankless in that sense. It's not really. It's fulfilling, I suppose, when you're at the end of the show, you're standing there and people are applauding your performance. But I get what you're saying. It's
feeling
tough.
is priceless. That one feeling is priceless. But yes, it is very tough, and so that is the reason why I did not like fully get into it. And when I stopped it in college time, and magic came up to me because my dad became a hobby magician.
He was your inspiration. He was
my
your first
inspiration,
experience
yes.
with magic.
With magic, yes.
Okay.
So it was his love for knowing this like art form. Okay, and he started. I didn't start. I was still in theater. I was still doing and I was in school. I mean, I'm just doing whatever I'm doing, like just having fun and studying as well. I was a good person.
You're a good student. Okay, you're academically okay.
Till engineering.
Okay.
Like academically, I used to study a lot, but not get a lot of marks. So we'll come up to that, to why as to that happen. But after engineering, my marks were great, but I studied the least.
Okay.
So I just knew like how to do it then.
Right.
And so theater was something that was always in me and driven in me. So I was also in the theater society in my college and club.
Which
and all
college
those
did
things.
you study?
Ramaya.
Okay, Ramaya.
And we represented VTU.
Okay.
And VTU is the Vishweshwaraya Technology University or something. I'm not sure if that's
so
right.
It's part of that university.
So VTU is basically all colleges like in one sector, in one like combined thing. So all different colleges come together and compete with each other.
Okay.
And from different cities also it is.
But when you say compete in what?
Compete for the college.
So it's a cultural fest.
Yeah, it's a cultural fest.
Okay.
So like VTU is the biggest.
Oh, the biggest. Like
the biggest.
Like in Chennai, there's something called Sarang. This is IIT Sarang. It's like huge.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming VTU is
the biggest. Like 20 to 30 people from your full college are chosen.
Okay.
To represent your college
at VTU
for different type of events.
Right.
Singing, dancing.
It's a proper theater. Bangalore's biggest cultural festival.
College biggest cultural festival.
Yeah, so Bangalore's biggest college cultural festival.
Yes.
Okay, not school. You're right. College cultural festival.
Bangalore, not Bangalore, because VTU is the whole of
Karnataka.
everyone. Yeah, everyone comes in.
Okay.
Karnataka, everyone comes in.
Okay. No, I agree. I suppose.
I studied 4 years and not doing all of it.
No, in the sense, I suppose it's open to any college that wants to participate, right?
Yes.
But
who's under VTU?
Oh.
Right now, you have to be under the VTU. So right now, Ramaya is not under VTU anymore.
Okay.
Now it's autonomous. Now they've got the symbol of being by itself.
Now they cannot participate in VTU.
Now it's affiliated to VTU also. So there is affiliation.
But they're autonomous, but they're affiliated.
Yes. Right now.
And you used to participate.
I was the last batch who was in VTU, like proper.
Like Ramaya was properly under the administration of VTU. Till and now they're autonomous.
So they give the examination papers and it comes out from them.
Right.
Now Ramaya by itself gives the examation papers.
What do you call it? It's called what? A deemed university.
Correct, deemed university.
Not
Correct.
bad. I still know stuff. So go on. Yes, you were saying.
Yeah. So all that, like when I was doing when I got into college and stuff like that, I stopped theater, but I did college level theater, and I just found magic to be a very good way of communicating with someone. Okay,
at least connecting for sure.
Connecting, like just in the beginning, you can just go along and just
start a conversation.
You can just start a conversation. Do you want to see something cool?
Oh yeah. That's probably how you start, right?
That's one way how I normally start off a conversation.
Question:
and stuff
was it aimed primarily at women, or it was just a way to connect people in general?
Primarily, it was actually just a way to connect with people, honestly. But then it gave me a plus point with women.
Of course, I'm sure. I can imagine.
To do it, and I was just like also loving that attention. So I'm a people's person. Okay, attention from one or two people, okay, but attention from like hundreds and thousands of people, woof. And trust me, like college gives you that platform.
Yeah, right.
I remember this is a core memory in me. Last year of college, 4th year of college, I stood on stage and there were 2,000 people and it was our college festival. So it was Utbhav, that's what we call it. So it was our college festival, everybody was there, professors were there, and I performed an act on stage and I stripped my clothes off, okay? And You should have seen a playback of the video right over here. You should see
You
that
have the video.
Yes, I
definitely
have the
add it.
video.
Done. I'll add it. Don't worry.
You should see
You
that
have the
video.
video.
Yes, I have the video.
Done. I'll add it. Don't worry.
So it was amazing. Like the crowd cheers and everything just went because I'm removing my clothes
Okay.
and I'm revealing an
But
information.
didn't teachers come on stage and try to cut you off, right?
No, teachers were also clapping. Teacher only had the prediction
Okay.
of what is predicted and stuff like that, and then the teacher hands it over and stuff. And yeah, it was nothing vulgar.
Okay,
No
okay.
vulgar. It was
just
all in the
looks-
act.
Okay, it was all in the act. It's
It
part
was-
of the act.
It's
okay.
part of the act.
Okay.
So-
but it looks like it's racy, and then there's a twist. I'm assuming.
Yes.
We
yes.
will put that video here. I'd love to see it myself.
Yes.
Yeah. And
So
sorry, you were saying-
that adrenaline rush that I get on stage is my best drug.
Right.
So there's no other thing that can beat this feeling inside of me.
Right.
You know, when I perform and when 1,000 people watch and stuff like that, and it's appreciated.
the idea of entertaining a huge live audience.
Correct. So that's where it is. And when I found magic to have that strength for me to deliver it, I said, you know what? Why not?
Right. Why not explore this a lot more?
Why not explore this a lot more? And why not do these things?
So is it at this point in your life? Is it just a serious hobby, or is it something you really plan to delve into and take it I know you do professional shows, but is it something that you want to take up professionally going forward, or is it just?
I do. I want to be in a spot where I can be getting more and more inquiries and stuff like that. So I see this platform and where I am, it's not like theater which has no money. This has a lot of money.
Okay.
Let me get it out
So
there.
there is a commercial aspect to it, which is not too bad.
There is, which is not too bad, which is too good.
Okay.
Okay. So it's great commercially. If you meet the people and if you know about the topic and stuff like that. Entertainment industry is booming and it will always be booming. So I love that.
Okay.
And I see myself, so right now, every time I try to practice and try to do is something known as I try to bring in the aspect of performance in a way of making a story out of it.
Right.
Okay. Can I show you a card trick?
Oh, please.
People will see this.
Yeah. I guess there are 3 cameras. Decide which one you wanna.
Okay.
Just decide if you wanna show this camera or this one.
Awesome. I'll show it to any.
That's a wide. 2 of us can be seen. This is a close. This is only
Okay.
you. This is only you.
This is only me and that's a wide. Okay.
Now these 2.
Perfect.
One is for you. The one is for me.
So if you ever see me,
Actually,
just ask me for my sock. Okay? That's all you have to do.
And you know what?
Then you'll get a free magic
You can
trick.
go ahead and do it because we're capturing it in all 3.
All
So
3
you can
ways.
just go ahead
All
and do
3
it
ways.
any which way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll try and do it for the cameras and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Right.
So if you see
Right.
all the cards,
Right.
Do you know about cards?
I mean, sort of. Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. All you gotta do is just choose one. Okay.
Pick
so
a card.
you just pick a card. So you just tell me to stop somewhere, and wherever you tell me to
Stop.
right here.
Yep.
Okay. You see, you take your card, you look at it, you see it.
Should I
Don't
show it
show
to
to
the
me.
camera?
Yes, please.
I'll show it
to the camera. So I'm gonna turn away.
Can you focus on this, Bhavesh? Yeah. You can see this card, right? Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Done. Cool. Now I have all the cards over here with me.
Right.
So I want you to go ahead and just put this card anywhere you want.
Anywhere
in
I
this
want,
deck,
right?
Anywhere you want.
Yeah.
You see?
Done.
Okay, guys. if you saw it, okay, you would have seen where the card goes.
Right.
Okay, it goes right here.
Right.
That's why I say it's all about the presentation.
Right.
Okay. Now, magic is all about also sleight of hand.
Right.
Presentation,
Right.
sleight of hand.
Right.
Two things. Okay.
Right.
And I'm gonna try and use it. So you're gonna, people who are listening don't really know what's happening.
Right.
They don't know what card you've chosen.
Right.
Only you know, and the video knows, the
Right.
camera knows, the people
Right.
who are watching knows. But I'm gonna use sleight of hand just like that.
Okay.
That's enough for
That's it?
your
That's all
card.
you did? Okay.
That's all. That's it for your card to jump right at the top of
Right.
the deck. Okay, you see?
Okay.
Your one card will jump up. You see that?
That's not the card.
This is not the card.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. You know what?
What?
This is all a part of the act. Like I said. This is not the card. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and in fact, destroy this card. Okay? Because I told you it's a part of the act and stuff like that. Let me show it like completely. Yeah.
Right. You've actually torn that card.
Yes, and let me go ahead and tear it one more time.
Oh.
Just like this, making it tearing this into 4. Okay.
Right.
Can you get your hand up? Okay. I'm gonna place this right here.
Right.
Close it. And honestly, now I'm gonna go through all the cards.
Right.
Now tell me where is your card? If your card
Should
is
I
there.
point to you?
Yes. Point. Tell me. Point out to me.
Yeah, there. 6 of
6 of clubs.
clubs. Yes.
The 6 of clubs. That
Yes.
was your card.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know. This was your card? What if magic will be completely cool? How
Okay.
will it look? What do you think?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Okay, I want you to get your hand out. Get
Okay.
your hand out.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right.
And I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna wave on.
Right,
Just
right.
it. And I showed you which card?
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
Right.
6 of clubs, Jack of clubs. If I wave, give it a blow. That's it.
Right.
You can make it.
Oh my God. Wow.
I make this the Jack. Check your hand.
Oh, wow. This is the 6 of. It's crazy, man. That's quite crazy, dude. So,
And that is the 6 of clubs.
but that was also the 6 of club till you made it the Jack of club.
Yes.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Fudge. And you've been doing it right in front of me. And I'm sure even if I go back and analyze
Exactly.
the video that I just shot, I don't think I'd be able to figure out.
Get these
Or
things
maybe we
out.
will be able to figure out, Bhavesh. We'll go frame by frame.
Yes.
And you
Go
zoom
slowly,
into his hand,
slowly,
you know,
slowly.
like zoom into all the pixel and figure out how he did it. Pretty cool, dude. Very cool. Really
Thank
cool,
you.
man. Wow. Quite what can I say? Quite an interesting way to connect with anyone. Or
Anyone.
impress anyone anywhere, right?
Anyone,
Yeah.
anywhere,
Wow.
any place.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the best.
Incredible.
And you can just keep going further and further. You can you blow in my hand? Yeah? Now if you've done that properly, I can make it maybe fuse out.
Oh my! Did you just do? You just? Oh wow, man! This is. It's. I don't know, man. Fuck. It's pretty cool, dude. I am
you
so
go.
glad. I'm so glad I invited you. Already,
Cheers.
I think hopefully this will maybe get us more viewers.
Oh yes! And at this point, I think you should hit a like on this video.
Oh, this is like a proper plug. Damn good, man. Wow. It's very interesting. So where did you? So let's
Thank
get
you.
back to your life story.
No problem.
So how your dad was the inspiration in the sense that he was someone who was doing work. He got into magic. You said, right?
That's right.
So how did you start? How did you start learning magic? Did you go to school? Did you have an instructor?
so-
Did your father teach you?
Yes,
Was it
learning-
YouTube.
Yes, some YouTube videos here and there because YouTube is a great place.
I'm not going to ask
it's
you
a
how
free
did that
place.
because they say a
and
magician
stuff
never
like that.
tells. So I'm not going to ask you.
Yeah,
That's different. Yeah. So I will not pry.
You can. Why don't you try?
How did you do that?
I did it really well.
So how did you start?
So this was when my dad, I told you, right? He started learning. He got interested in it, and thank you.
You want some ice?
Yes, I will put some. He got interested in it, and magic you learn with a lot of lectures a lot of people giving their material out in the form of like, I'm sure everyone's heard of David Blaine,
Of course.
Penn and Teller,
Right.
PC
Sarkar.
PC Sarkar,
Magic James was a big name in Chennai. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Magic James.
When I was a kid, I see all these.
Yes, the
Hand
illusion,
painting.
the old, yeah.
I think I'm not sure if you're referring to the same guy. I see these painted walls in Chennai. You know the wall.
I know he has gym keys and all on him.
I think
no?
so. Yeah.
Illusions. Is it?
I've
is
just
it
seen
him
the name.
as James?
Magic P James. Contact one number will be there. It's like when I was a kid.
Now also is there.
Yeah.
Now also is there. If you go on the airport road, and all those things, you will see it.
Wow. Okay. Is
it there?
I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. I'm just sidetracking. But yeah, all these big names you've mentioned, yes. Blaine for sure, of course. And,
So all these big names, so people are there under them who teach them how to do, not teach them, who
Penn and something, right?
Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller, yeah.
Yeah. So all these people are performers and stuff like that, and there are creators in magic, and creator can be anyone as on today. As on today, anyone can be a creator, anyone can be a performer. It depends on what side you want to go to. Okay. So the creators create the magic trick. So they create. So the moves is ABCD, like forcing a card, getting a card moved to the top and stuff like that. It's all sleight of hands. But so these things are all like combined together, and the creator makes a trick out of it.
Okay.
And if the trick is liked by somebody, it first goes into, like, if it's a really good trick, it first goes to the big performers and it's experimented, and then afterwards it comes to the market, and then people like me look at different type of videos and how the reaction is and what the trick is, and sometimes they won't even put the full trick out, because if they put the full trick out, like as on today, if many magicians put a full trick out without any cuts, I will know exactly how they've done it.
Right.
Exactly. So they give a trailer, a teaser, and it's again a market space out there, and they try to market their magic trick that they have published. And there are many conventions that happen all around the world. The most famous is Blackpool, and then Magic Live and stuff like that. So
these were events that happen in Europe or something.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like places in Europe.
Yeah, Europe is So it happens in Europe, US, London, all places. So the most famous one happens in London.
Okay.
And there, the newest form of magic is released, and then it comes out to the market.
When you say
Again.
comes out to the market, you mean it comes out to the community of magicians?
Community of magicians, yes.
Right. When you say it comes out, what do you mean? As in they hand down the trick?
Like how people release their own products, right? Like
Right.
Whatever you know of in your own segment of life.
Right.
When people release their own products,
No, so
like
when you say
even
product,
alcohol bottle,
right.
It will go on the shelf, and then they'll be like,
can pick it
"Sir,
up, you're like,
new alcohol, sir. Look
like
how
this, yeah,
beautiful
like-
this
yeah.
alcohol is."
Correct, I bought this for
Not
the bottle.
sponsored,
right?
guys.
It's not sponsored. I mean, I'm open to sponsorship, but this
Yes.
is not sponsored. Yeah. You're right. I picked this for the bottle. I mean, it's a lovely
Right.
bottle. Royal Ranthambore. I've never had this. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good, especially for the price.
I told you.
Pretty good. Very nice. Very smooth. But yeah, so you're saying. So then, but this I buy off a shelf. So what do? How do you?
We buy off the shelf.
You buy a trick?
Yes.
Oh, so the person who's come up with the trick has the option to teach you the technique.
Yes.
So you guys basically help each other develop your repertoire by, what can I say, sharing ideas. That's
Yes.
exactly how you guys, that's amazing. I never knew that. So you can pick up a trick like someone else has come up with, someone else has developed, and then you say, you know what, I like this trick, I want this as part of my array of tricks. And so like how you pay copyright for music or you pick up a product, you pay for that product and you imbibe that into your skill set.
Yes.
What are you saying? I never knew that. I just assumed that Either you go to a school and learn it, or you just make up your own tricks.
School is also the same, right? Like they teach you the
pay the
thing,
syllabus.
and then you pay the for their service, and then they teach you things like that. So the best way you can start is YouTube, because YouTube has a lot of like
a lot of tutorials.
a lot of tutorials, a lot of open-ended things. But if you want to get professional, if you want to like dive into it, you need to pay and buy the tricks to have the right to perform the trick. Now, even after you get the trick, you have the rights to perform it, but you do not have the rights to perform it on national television, which is now which is now you do not have the rights to perform it on Netflix or Amazon or something like that. But you can get the rights. It's not that you can't. You can get the rights by talking to the creator and saying that, hey, I'm going to perform your trick on this platform, and this is a big platform, and the creator will be like, no problem, dude. This is the cost.
Right. So it's like basically, essentially, like any copyright law, right? So you have revenue sharing models.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's like buying the rights to a song to make a cover on YouTube, or buying the rights to a story that's an English Hollywood film. And
I don't think cover you need rights, no?
Absolutely.
You do need.
Of course. Yeah. Man, I made a cover song. Not for any commercial purpose. I just made a cover song for personal reasons, and I put it up on YouTube. And I didn't even make it public. It was only private, because it was a song that I had covered and remade for someone. And 3 months later, YouTube took it down and gave me a warning, and I was like, what the heck? I was flattered partly that, they actually thought
it sounded similar.
Because they don't go after, if it's really shit, they don't go after it, just let it be. If something, and this was of course my friend who's a professional musician, so he helped me score the track, and I spent some effort, not money because he's a friend, but it sounded really good, and it was made for a personal reasons, not for any commercial reason. And that's when I realized that even to make a cover song, even if it's not for commercial use, and even if it's not monetized, YouTube takes it down. Everything. Copyright is taken very seriously in all aspects today, because also algorithms help you catch things, right? Yeah. So I suppose what you're saying is the magic world is
See, I did not know about that. I thought like if you just sing a cover song, you can. But this is something.
Well, technically you can. Let's say take guitar and sing and put it up on YouTube. There is a 50% chance no one will notice, but let's say you do a really nice cover.
Really nice, like it matches the match of the.
You go to a studio.
Song.
Like I went to a proper studio.
That's right.
It was properly programmed, and it had no commercial element in it. It was purely for private use, and it was not monetized. Still, YouTube pulled it down, and they even flagged me for copyright infringement. I was like, dude, can I have my video back? Because I didn't even have a copy of the video. I was so upset. I wrote to YouTube, they never got back. But anyway, my mistake. I learned the hard way. Coming back to magic. Very interesting. So that is how the magic community interacts with each other, and that's how
it will.
Wow.
Always.
That's how it expands. That's how you.
Yes, because there's like ideas can be just created. Like I said, you can be a performer or a creator, or you can be both. Normally, when I see
you're a performer or creator, or you both?
I'm a performer.
Okay.
Purely creator, I wouldn't say much, but I have done my own things of like a small few things. But I would say.
But it also must be very tough, because I'm sure there are like 1,000 tricks that have already been thought of.
And there are so many creators that I know of also that who tell me that I went up to Penguin and like spoke to them and stuff like that, like the big dealers, and they already said, this guy's already done this.
Correct.
And it's not in the market, it's not anywhere, but this guy's already done this, and they've already come to us.
You go register a patent and someone says, no, it already exists.
It already exists. So you're not aware that it exists, but even though you've thought of it, like it's just
it must be tough. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Wow. Going back to your journey, so how did your journey begin?
My journey began with theater, like I said, and it was all about the performance for me. So like I said, I'm a performer, so I take other people's magic tricks, and it's not just I take it.
No, I'm saying let's go back to the basics. How did you start doing magic? How did you start to learn to perform tricks? Who taught you, and how did you learn?
By watching videos.
Okay, so YouTube was your first?
No. By watching like actual content videos. So I told you, Dad was interested in magic. So when Dad was interested, it was already 2 years that he has already been in magic. So got the market space, and he started buying magic and magic
So
tricks.
even your dad was quite serious about this. He
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
just
he
doing party
magic tricks used to
actually-
come from the US, and like it just parcels and magicians of nowadays will be very like pissed off with me because my dad bought it. They buy it nowadays. But, I mean, they invest in themselves, but my dad did it for him, and
So he was quite keen on magic.
he was
as well.
very keen on it. So he bought a lot of DVDs. At that time, it was DVDs.
Oh, DVDs, of course.
So I've been doing magic for 10 years now. So at that time, it was all DVDs. So and nothing used to be like a download. There was no concept of downloading.
Internet is still not. I mean, even 10 years ago, I suppose. It's
Yeah,
not
10
what
years
is
ago
today.
it's not what it is today.
Right.
So there's no concept. Now everything is download.
Correct.
Unless you need the gimmick.
Right.
So if you need the gimmick, then it will come from Korea.
Right.
But there's so many things like excise and stuff like that. So
Right.
so everything was DVDs. And he had a good collection, and I was like, and he used to like perform also in
Friends and
parties and family occasions and stuff like that. And it was amazing. I saw the limelight, and as soon as I see limelight, no, like I'm an extrovert.
Okay.
I'm a person who's
Yeah, clearly.
who loves to like entertain, be out there, get the appraisal,
Right.
get the disappointment also at times and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's
because I think
beautiful.
being a showman has two sides, right? Sometimes you also, I mean, no matter who you are, you also bomb sometimes. You also have crowds
100%.
that are difficult. You also have some people that on purpose don't want to accept that they're entertained, right? I'm sure it must be.
100%.
Yeah. So your father's involvement in magic inspired you, and you started learning from all those material that he already had.
Yes.
Right. And he must have been excited, right, to see his son get into something that
Yes, he was very excited because he always knew I was in theatre. My mom used to take me for theatre classes from 5th grade.
Okay.
So 5th grade onwards, like it was always theatre. I did Trinity also.
You've grown up in
theatre.
Bangalore. I know. I'm assuming
I've
you're
grown up in
Kurgi.
Bangalore.
Sharan Kuttappa cannot be anything but Kurgi, right? So both your parents are Kurgis.
Yeah.
But you've been born and brought up in Bangalore.
Born and brought up in Bangalore.
Okay.
And yeah, so parents have been supportive in that way. And
And it also helps that you have a business that takes care of, I suppose, the financial aspect of life. I guess your parents don't have to worry, because that would be, let's say you had no family business to fall back on. I think it'll be hard for parents to support an endeavor like magic, right?
I don't know how to answer that question because my parents were supporting me and the family, but with true honesty, I stopped taking any money from my dad from 3rd year of engineering.
Okay.
From 3rd year of engineering onwards. So 4th year was placement time. When you got to get a job and stuff like that. I knew his business is like lying there and like is there for me to learn. But obviously you would want to explore somewhere else. But I explored and continued magic because magic was paying me money.
Even as way back as then?
Yeah, from 3rd year of engineering, I started getting paid professionally.
Wow. Okay.
And when I reached my 4th year and all those things, my dad was like, money is coming in your account only. So you're getting money. You tell me what you want to do.
Okay.
And he was fine with it.
Okay.
So he was like very like, okay.
So they've been supporting of you considering magic as a career.
Because there was proof also.
Okay. So
that
you were
something was
already making
happening.
money at
I was
3rd year.
already making money.
Nice. So you were doing shows as early as 3rd year of college.
Yeah.
Wow.
I started performing professionally 3rd year of college.
And where would you perform?
That time 3rd year of college was I would perform in people's houses.
Okay.
Randomly.
And how much would you charge? Just random back then, how much would you charge?
3,000, 4,000,
Nice.
5,000.
Which is pretty cool for a 3rd year college student, right?
Yeah, 3,000 for that. And I used to get like 15,000 monthly.
In a month,
yeah.
because you perform so many times.
Yeah.
Wow.
I performed so many times and all these things. I used to get like 15K
cool,
in 3rd
man.
year itself.
Wow.
So that time I was earning that much. Yes, very, very, very cool for me
And
at the time.
today, is magic your primary source of income? Or
And I would like to say, I do not know if people will get the reference, but Just Dial, right?
Of course.
So Just Dial has been there through ages. Now it's dead.
Sort of.
And now it's dead. Okay. But Just Dial started my business career.
Oh, so you advertise
I will not
through
lie.
Just Dial.
I advertised through Just Dial. I paid through paid promotions through Just Dial.
So people would call you from Just Dial and say, "Hi, we want a magician to perform at my son's birthday party or something."
I haven't told the story in a long time. Yes. So Just Dial worked on this principle. Okay. 1, 2, 3 top people who pay get the leads fast. So if you randomly call Just Dial, your number will now go to the 1, 2, 3 who have paid first. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 who have paid second, like there'll be categories, and then after 15-20 minutes it will go to everybody else.
Right, this person searched for this.
Yes.
Or this person is looking out for this.
Call me and looking out for this, and that's why then you remember when you just call Just Dial and say that, hey, I'm looking out for something. 10,000 people will call you.
Exactly why I stopped using Just Dial. I don't remember what I used it for. I remember this once I used it for looking for something, and man, I got 25 calls from different people, and I said, I'm never using Just Dial.
I'm done with this, yeah.
Oh man, and I felt bad because people would just call again and again. I said, no, I've already got this thing. Thank you. And then somebody else would call. I said, no, thank you, I've already got this. And man, this went on for like 2 hours, and I said, dude, I switched off my phone for a bit. I can't do it. So Just Dial helped you launch your magic career.
Just Dial helped me launch my magic career.
Nice.
First I was in the normal group where I used to get the bulk thing, and then I used to call, say that, hello, like, yeah, this, then you have to sell yourself and stuff like that. Then it boosted it. No doubts about it boosting it. And then word of mouth.
Lovely.
Word of mouth took over.
And you, so today you do full-time magic, and you also help out with your father.
Full magic is primary. So any shows that come in and play, any events that come into play, I take that into consideration.
Right.
Otherwise, I go to the factory, or even if I have like every day is like a new day kind of a thing for me, because like every day either I learn something like through lectures or through new material that comes in, or I like practice my moves, or nowadays what I do is I've practiced my moves. Okay, now I have to practice my theater. I have to practice my way. I have to engrave my audience, and I have to grab that guy's attention so hard that he stays. So I'm every day creating new things. Like right now, food is a big industry, so I'm thinking of like doing something with food and magic in a top end professional way. So you have to also look at the audience. Now, are you performing for high type of audience, like people who come to a fine dine place, or are you performing to people who come to a fast food place like table magic, or people who are just going into nice restaurants and doing table magic? So every type you'll have the same magic. Magic is the same. Like magic, when I mean is the tricks that I'm doing is the same, but the way of presentation is something that needs to be thought upon, and a story needs to be put
on the audience
and stuff like that.
You change the narrative depending on who's watching or who's listening.
Who's
you try to customize it to the people that you're performing to at that particular time and point in time, right? So basically what you're saying is you are trying to constantly evolve as a performer and as a magician. That's interesting. So you put in a lot of work every day at this craft. How did the pandemic affect you? I'm sure it affected you, right? It affected all performing arts.
Okay. I would say the pandemic did not affect me.
Wow, you'd probably be one of the few people on the planet who can say that then. I'm glad.
Honestly, it helped in a normal way. Like, once the pandemic hit, and I was always like Instagram Live was something that was always there and stuff like that even before the pandemic, and I never got on it being like it's video based and you have to like talk on video and stuff like that, and a live performance always better and stuff like that. But then when the pandemic hit, I was just like, what, screw this shit. Okay, I am going to do video based performance, and it's not like I'm new to this, because there are many people and magicians that I follow who keep doing like these real type. Even real type was there before the pandemic, much before TikTok and all those things. I mean, all those existed. So I never got into it because I was like, you're doing it for video.
Doing it in front of people.
I had the option.
Do it behind the camera, correct?
Maybe. I mean, I just thought that it's easier to do it to a person. Okay, I never thought it's easy to do
Let
it
me
to a
just put it this
camera.
way. I think like how this podcast began, you were already performing live at events, so you never had the drive to do it in front of a camera.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I did not have that.
Right.
And as soon as that ended, I just took my laptop, turned my laptop on, and the industry also changed. The industry also started like giving ideas how you can do it in front of the camera and stuff like that. And immediately, trust me, I just started. Okay, I started like thinking of like tricks that I can do with 4 corners of the screen, which will be impressive. So I started off with just raising my laptop and doing magic tricks with it, keeping my phone and getting on Instagram live. I started with all that. Okay, like learning how to do magic tricks via a camera.
Nice.
And I have made it like where different cameras are looking at me, and all this is live.
Okay.
So
you
all this
go
on.
live, you don't edit it. You just
No,
go live.
it's just live.
And you perform.
Yes, because that's the requirement of the people that I have. So when I started in the pandemic, I again started like how I started, like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, you know.
Right.
And
Oh, you were charging people for this.
yes.
What are you? Wow, that's amazing. You're actually still monetizing.
Yes.
this.
I used to be like 20 minutes. I'll charge you 1K
Wow, man, that's amazing.
on screen.
Nice.
Okay, and
for
this was
teach
all
or
my
to
own.
perform?
This was all no teach perform.
To perform, you're
Yes.
charging $1,000.
Yes, and I had a clientele.
Okay.
And I had a lot of people who were there, and I broadcasted a WhatsApp message and stuff like that,
So
saying
on
that
this date at this time. I'm
no,
performing
saying that at your date and your time I'll perform it.
Nice. People will just.
People will be like, okay, yeah. They are also doing nothing at home.
They're bored out of their.
They are also bored, and
skulls.
a lot of like kids came, a lot of like adults came, a lot of families or
So it
2
doesn't
people,
matter
3
how
people.
many people are watching, but for one subscriber is $1,000. So I could subscribe and there'd be 5 of us watching on one.
In the beginning, yes,
Okay.
yes. So in the beginning, I started off like that. I was like, 5 minutes. I can show you my notes. Also, I have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes on screen, like that. I used to like have like a performance, small performance to entertain
So you
them.
actually
Someone's
made money
birthday.
during lockdown, performing to people.
So it started like that.
Okay.
And as on today, and obviously there's some softwares that I needed to learn and stuff like that
Right,
and all.
right,
Like
right.
as on today, I use OBS.
What is OBS?
OBS is I don't know the full form of OBS, but
it's
it's an open broadcasting system kind of a thing, wherein you can put in multiple cameras in one thing,
Oh.
and it will give so you can put in multiple things in your computer, and it will give one output.
right. It's like basically live coverage.
Live
Yeah,
coverage.
multiple,
Yeah.
But it sort of integrates that.
Integrates it with mic, with everything,
Right.
integrates everything, and gives one
single
output.
Right.
To
Nice.
So one output is Zoom, Google Meet, all those things is going as one output. So right now I'm using 2 cameras, a mic, and
Do you have
lights.
someone operating the stuff? No.
It's me.
It's you. So you're performing.
So I'm performing and doing the back end. So everything I've now shortcutted it. Before I did through Ecamm, which was a paid service system, but now I found OBS, which is free, and it is used by the industry.
I
Like
can imagine.
not my industry, by the real gaming industry. Like gaming industry is huge.
Of course.
So it's used by them actually.
Okay.
So basically, it's a virtual output
Okay.
that is
So
provided.
basically, it takes the feed from multiple sources and integrates it along. I mean, as per whatever you've programmed it to do.
Yeah, programmed it to do. So I pre-programmed everything.
Right.
All I have to do is click shortcuts for it to change the angles
Right.
and for me to perform.
As you're performing, as you're going on, you just click and
Just
change
click,
the
click,
angle. Wow, but it also requires a fair amount of multitasking, right?
Fair amount of multitasking.
So fair amount of rehearsing and pre-programming. right?
Yes.
Interesting. And you still do this now.
And I still do
Continues.
it. It continues.
Wow.
I still perform virtual shows, and right now live events have started.
Of course. Yeah,
So-
I saw a video of you, I think, performing at someone's wedding by the
Yes.
beach in Chennai. That's when I said, hey, this dude, I want this dude on my show. Damn cool. So that's great, man. That's great. What this is insane.
Yes.
Insane. So cheers to that. Cheers to
Cheers.
that, man. So what are your What's the plan going forward? Do you have a plan, or are you just taking it as
I have a plan.
Do you want to be like a David Blaine of India, or how does it work?
No.
Because if you're a musician, I know that I know musicians want to be, release an album and, perform at Wembley or whatever. Everybody has certain goals. For a filmmaker, you want to make a movie that either becomes a blockbuster or wins an award. As a young, upcoming magician, what I can't imagine what your goal in life could be.
I want to be the Sharan Kuttappa of India.
I think you already are.
So, I think David Blaine was one person who brought magic to the streets.
Right.
That's why his magic is famous and well known, and he has broadcasted it in multiple channels.
Yeah.
So my goal and my future thing is a few things, in fact, since like now I am heading towards being an older person from
you need to stop.
You're not even okay? I'm getting there.
Even me, when I was 23, I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm not joking. I was actually depressed the night before I turned 30.
Correct.
When I look back, I'm like, what a shit. Look back, I'm like, what an idiot. I look back, I'm like, what a moron.
He's laughing.
I'm telling you, I look back and I'm like, how could I have been so stupid? Okay, take it from me. 30, you've not even hit the prime of your youth. 35 is, I would say, the peak of youth. And after 35, you're still young, but as you head towards 40, is when you come to a segment where you're not technically young. But as you head into 30, and I'm telling you this because it actually fucks people up in the head, man. Like that 30, right? It actually, and it's so stupid because 30 is young, dude. Trust me, from somebody who's been 30 a long time ago, it's insane to turn 30 and say, oh my god, I've grown so old. And I think a lot of guys do this. And I can tell you from my own experience and my own perspective and my own, lesson from life. 30 is great. Trust me. And I'm saying this so that you are able to appreciate the fact that you are still young, because you are what as a magician, you are what your mind believes, right? Yeah. 30 is, dude, if I could be 30 again, oh my god, I'd probably give up maybe one finger or something, maybe two.
The same thing even I can say, no, if I was 25 again, I could
25 and 30, I'm telling you there's no difference.
Okay.
25 and 30 is just the same thing. You're physically, mentally there.
Yeah. Physically, I'm too good right now.
25.
I'm the best shape.
30-year-old.
Best shape I've ever been in my life.
I think I met you when you were 23 or something, right? And you're 30. In fact, you look better than you did at 23.
100%, yes.
I'll give you one more piece of advice. And I think we're lucky that we're men, because physically, if we put in the effort, we can stay physically the same almost as late as 40, 45. 45 is a stretch, but it's still possible. A lot of guys do it, right?
You see this?
Because we don't have estrogen, because we don't go through childhood.
Milan Somaya? You see how fit he is?
Exactly, man. The guy's 52 or something.
Yeah.
So I think we're lucky we're men. And 30, man, I don't know. I mean, today, if I could go back in time and slap my 30-year-old self for being depressed at turning 30, I would, So 30 is great. 30 is you're very young. You're very, very young. Enjoy it and embrace it, because as you grow older, as you gain more life experience, right, you're able to do things better than you ever could before. You're able to connect with people better than you ever could before. And, it's a sweet spot. In fact, I'd say 30 to 35 is a sweet spot. And I wish, and of course, they say experience is like a comb that you get once you've gone bald, I know this now at 43. I think I'm 43. 30 to 35 is a wonderful sweet spot. Enjoy it to the hilt, because, of course, it's not coming back. And, dude, you're just hitting, you're going to hit this phase that is going to be the beginning of the prime of your life.
Probably.
Prime is probably 35 to 38, and that is only physically, right? But mentally, I'd like to believe a man's prime is probably, if he's not a dumb fuck, if he's somewhat a sane guy who's evolving constantly, right? I'd say 50 is the prime of. I can't speak for women because I don't know too much about the other sex.
Got it.
If you are able to evolve as a human being and as a person, I don't know about women because I've not done research on that, but as a man, I'd like to believe 50 is when you hit your mental prime, and your physical prime is about 35 to 38. After that, of course, there's wear and tear, and at 43, I'm not the guy who was at 38 or 37, at 35. But again, I'm not doing too bad. It's nothing that I cannot do today that I could do. There are some things that I can't do today that I could do at 30, of course. There is, as in I can, but then the next 1 week would be sore. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I feel it. I slept today. I started off with that, right? I slept today because I'm sore. I'm really sore.
Right.
Like, the previous few days, yesterday I played football in an intense way. Day before yesterday I did I worked on my upper body, and then the previous day I worked on my lower body. So my full body is tired.
It needs recovery.
Yeah, so that's why I had a really good sleep as well.
It's like a car, right? The more you use the car, of course, then there's going to be wear and tear. The engine's not going to be the same. But if you keep maintaining the engine, and if you keep changing the tires, and you make sure you don't go on speed breakers too hard, the car's going to be fine for 2 lakh kilometers, man. So don't worry about that. One more silly thing I wanted to ask you, but I'm curious nonetheless. Black magic, does it even exist? Is it a real thing?
It is real if you believe in it.
Okay, explain. As in, I understand what you're saying. Anything is real if you believe in it, right? Including God, or including, what can I say, even illnesses sometimes, right? People think they're ill only because they believe in it. It's their mind that's ill, not the body, right?
Your mind can also cure your illness in terms of ways like medicine obviously is a scientific approach and is the approach. But with it, if you have that attitude of it being you can clear your eyesight. I've heard of stories of people, and I've heard of stories, I've met them in real life, okay, who has cleared his own eyesight with the thought process of it.
Yeah,
okay,
I think NLP is part of that, and I think
NLP and all those things are so I'm a magician, mentalist and stuff like that, mind reader and stuff like that. So NLP comes under it, and I'm right now also studying the science of hypnotism,
okay,
the science of suggestion. So NLP is all about that, science of suggestion, science of all those things. And I feel me being in the category of magic and having this material that nobody else has, as normal people say NLP, a person like me would say mentalism, okay. So it's the same thing, or hypnotism. It's the same thing. So like you said, black magic, it's a very good question, because trust me, I have met people who have come to me putting their hands together and saying, save me. I have this problem, save me.
Like someone's cursed me, or someone's put a curse in my family, or somebody's put some voodoo doll under my house, or...
Not cursed me, I have this problem, save me. Please, I can't sustain. My aunt has this thing. But
why would they come to you?
I'll tell you. So sometimes when this is when if someone comes on to me through social media, they will know the true side of me. They will know who I am, what I am, and all those things. Now there are some performances wherein I just perform and people watch, and I don't get to meet them, and I'm very happy. I'm actually very happy that I don't get to meet them, because I've finished my performances, and then people ask me the normal question, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? And I don't have any powers. I do it with all sleights of hand, magic, and all those things that are there. But trust me, I have a magic trick where magicians, 100%, you guys will know what I'm talking about, where I touch my nose and you feel it. Right. Or I touch someone else's hand. I get two people on stage, I touch someone else's hand, you feel it. Okay. I lift someone else's hand and your hand lifts up. Okay. So whatever I'm doing it to a voodoo doll. So I also can take a doll and I can poke the doll and that guy's hand will start bleeding.
Wow. I mean, in reality.
Yes.
It's not like some paint dripping.
It is.
Oh, okay. It's a trick.
It's a trick. Okay. But when it is portrayed to a larger number of people, okay. The trick becomes a reality.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I've done all these impossible things.
Right.
Okay. That has made people be like,
There's something
Yeah,
spiritual.
like I just ask you to think of something and then I know your thought.
Right.
I can do something right now as well.
Please, I want to see this. Actually, I wanted to ask you. Can you actually?
Okay,
people's mind?
I'll give you an example. Okay,
You're recording this, Bhavesh.
I'll give you a good example.
This is it.
Right now
This
we
is it.
right now we use our phones and all those things.
Right.
So why don't you take your phone out? Okay.
Okay.
You have your phone? Bhavesh, give me your phone. Yes. This phone.
What do you want to open? Browser?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Let's have Mr. You want to open
Bhavesh, do it.
Bhavesh,
Chrome is right
This
there.
one?
Yeah, Chrome. Yeah.
Chrome underneath.
Oh, Chrome underneath that.
Right.
Perfecto. Okay. Now, let's go into the Google page itself.
This is crazy. This is quite crazy. Huh? I still can't get over this
Okay.
Star Trek.
You don't. Are you airplane mode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Switch off airplane mode.
I hope that's on airplane mode. Okay, I hope nobody calls me.
Okay.
When we put this out, don't edit this part out because the suspense is quite interesting, you know?
Yes, please. So just google.com. I'm just trying to get that airplane mode and all was on. So yeah, Google.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
People
Google.
can see.
Right.
Okay, cool. Now with Google,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and type down a person
Mm-hmm.
and search this person. Okay, type down anyone famous or anything like that. You
Like
can.
anybody famous
Who would get a Google page? Or also, if you want, you can go ahead and type down anybody in your personal life. Have you ever Google searched their name?
Not necessarily. So
Not
it's like I
necessarily.
can Google search
Just anybody.
Okay.
And show it to the camera as well.
So I can you're saying I can Google search any individual.
Yes, any
Doesn't have to
individual.
be famous.
No. Just
Somebody I know.
Just somebody you know.
And somebody that you may not know.
Somebody that I do not know. Yes. I didn't even know you
Correct.
till
About 2 hour and a half ago. All right.
So, yeah.
This is a tough one. I know so many people. Who should I? This is really bad. Okay. Now I don't want to make it.
So I'm making you type this down because like I do not know what you're going to do or anything. You're just doing it on Google right now
Correct.
and like searching
You
it
have
out.
no idea.
No idea of
have
what
no
it is.
idea. And
You're just randomly Googling it up.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna Google somebody who I know has a .com,
Sure.
page.
Okay.
So it makes some sense.
Oh, it makes some sense. Okay. Let me try to decipher this.
Okay. Where's the
I'll
space?
try to.
Where's the space?
Sure.
English.
Oh, English is space. Okay. Sorry. He's an Android himself.
Android. I have no idea what this is.
On Android. Okay, done.
So you show it to Bhavesh, you show it to everyone.
Yeah, the funny thing
Yeah.
is I Googled the person I know, it's showing me somebody else, but does it matter?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Even I don't know this person.
Okay.
Because actually the person I Googled is showing some.
So can you show to him as well?
But wait, sorry guys, let me simplify this. It can be somebody famous, right? Let's simplify this. There are 1,000 celebrities. Let me Google a celebrity.
No, it's okay. You just show it to him. It's fine, whatever it is.
You're sure?
100%.
Anything.
Just show it to him.
Okay.
Just show it to him, show it to the camera. Just show it to the camera.
This is the
Right there.
This is the name of a friend, but this is not my friend. It's my friend is not famous enough to appear on top. This is somebody who has the name of my friend. In fact, this friend was a guest on my show, one of the podcasts, just to be clear. But this is not him. This is his name. And to make it even further, what can I say, clearer, Sharan does not know this person. I don't think he does. You got that? In? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is somebody I know that Sharan Kuttappa does not know.
Okay.
But the photo is not of the person I know, it's somebody else. Okay, done.
Done?
Done.
Okay, now you see, you have literally done that and you've told me what this is.
Right.
So maybe I'll not get exactly what this guy is or who this person is. Now when I said guy, you nodded your head, so I know it's a guy. You see?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I want you to just go ahead and repeat this, okay? In the form of just think about this person sitting with you, and he was sitting right here
Right there.
on this chair. And tell me, what is his profession?
He's a photographer.
He's a photographer. All right. So, okay. Can you imagine this? By any chance, if he comes in and walks in, okay, if that happens, that would be magic.
If that happens, I'll jump out the.
But right now, you're thinking of him, right?
I am.
So if you are thinking of him, can I go ahead and touch your forehead?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say his name one more time.
In my head or out
In your
loud?
head.
Yep.
A little louder. In your head. A little louder. Little bit. Oh. I got someone with a G.
Sort of.
So okay,
Yeah,
wait. But
His surname.
his surname.
Yes.
Can you tell me his surname?
Ganeshan.
Ganeshan. Okay. Now I want you to in your head, but loud, like how you said Ganeshan. Tell me his first name. In your head. Perfect. Again and again. I got it. Kumaran.
Oh my God, you're right. You're absolutely right, dude. He's conning.
This is covered.
Yo, shit. Are you serious? Yeah. You don't know this guy, right?
I don't know.
You sure
But,
don't know Kumaran?
No.
You don't know Kumaran. Kumaran Ganeshan was this photographer friend of mine who was the guest 2 episodes ago. Is that how you know him?
Maybe. I didn't
Hey,
say-
no man. Hey, I do. This is no. Wait. I think I sent in the clip, dude. But tell me honest. Did you read my mind or is it my body language that?
It's everything that you're saying. So right now, magic goes on top of NLP.
You know what?
You know?
I'm gonna waste
That's
2
what
more
I-
minutes of your time.
Yes,
Can we
yes.
do this again
Okay.
with somebody else? Just no, not for me. I believe you're talented. I just want to make sure the audience understands that what you're doing is not fake, but it's not rigged. So like, can I do this one more time?
Yes.
One more time. That's it. And
You
then we
can-
end this segment.
Yes. And how about, all this is like whatever you're doing.
Right.
How about we tweak it a little bit?
Let's do it.
Okay. Now, this time, I have.
I'm not trying to expose you. I just want to show the audience that what you're doing is actual real. We're not rigging this. That's all. That's what I'm trying to prove.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I will prove that to you. Okay? That everything that I do is with instinct, with me getting your information from a little bit free thoughts that just come out from your
Right.
mouth,
Right.
eyes,
Right.
and everything.
Right.
Let me blow your mind a little bit.
Okay.
In this whole conversation, we have been talking and talking and talking and talking,
Right.
right? So, do you know how many words we spoke?
Absolutely not.
No idea. Okay, I'm gonna do something which is similar as reading your mind, but it's gonna blow everyone's mind who's watching this video right now. But people who are listening to the audio, whenever the audio comes out, I want you to explain to them what's happening
Okay.
at every step I do,
Okay.
at every point I take.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Right.
Do you know how many words are there in the English dictionary?
No.
Do you know? No. Okay. So, Wikipedia. Do you know about Wikipedia?
Yes.
So, this is an article based website and it keeps a count of how many words are there in Wikipedia. Okay. So, it gives the number of approximate words in an article to the number of articles present on that day, which will give you an exact answer. So, can you ask Google? Go back to Google and ask Google that question, how many words are there in Wikipedia?
How many
And show it to the camera.
words?
Yep.
Words. You don't have this dictaphone, is it?
Android phones maybe, yeah?
Androids. I'm telling you,
Androids
who the heck in this day and
maybe.
age? Like that. It's okay. Are there in? I'm almost done.
Okay.
Wiki.
Let me get my calci out.
How many words there in Wikipedia? Right. Wikipedia article count. How many articles?
Yes.
Right, how
Please
many-
go ahead and read it out.
Can I read the answer? 3.9 billion words.
Yes, please.
The English Wikipedia alone has over 3.9 billion words. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So let's just go on this. Okay. The camera can see it.
It's okay. I'm sure it's.
Yeah, this one can. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna show you the probabilities of this happening. Okay. So this is Wikipedia.
Right.
You see everything that's happening, and I got the calculator out to prove everything to you.
Right.
Now today is the 8th March.
Right.
Today is
Right.
8th March.
Right.
And as on 8th March, there is approximately 1,736 words. So
Right.
if you multiply 1,736 with the articles, which is 6 for, I'm doing it in front so everyone sees it, alright?
Right.
168
That's 6,464,168.
articles,
Right.
which will give you
What?
so many words.
11, is that million? No, that's 11 billion. No, that's 112 billion, 21 million, 795,648.
Words.
Right.
As on today.
Right.
So
Right.
if anyone
So
asks
number
you
of
that
articles
question-
multiplied by, so this is number of words you're saying?
Words.
Okay, that's,
Right? If you
100.
multiply articles with the average words, which
Right.
would give you so many. Now, I'm going to interest you with something. Okay? Let's visit Wikipedia. Okay? And go up to the search bar. And he has a very fancy screen and stuff like that. But what I want you to do is something really simple. I want you to search someone who has a Wikipedia page.
anybody?
Anybody or anything. Remember.
Okay.
It can be anybody or anything. Once you're done, show it to the camera, and so that they know what you are searching for.
Okay, let's make it.
Okay? It could be anything.
How do I press the search thing, dude? Right. Yeah, it's working. Okay.
Done?
Right.
So basically that's what it is. But now what I want you to do is this. It's very simple. Listen. Go through it. Means scroll through the page. Just go ahead, scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, stop somewhere. Now just randomly look at a word. A big word. Make it like a big, difficult word for me. Okay, randomly. Just look at it. Now nobody knows what you're looking at. Just look at one word.
Any word?
Any word. Big word. Make it a big word. And show it to the camera. Big one. No pronouns, no nothing, no anything. Just any word. And then show it to the camera so the camera sees it. Yeah?
I'm just pointing to the particular word that I'm looking at because there are many
Okay,
words.
okay.
Right?
Got it.
Right? Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
Right.
Just normally. You showed it through the camera and stuff like that. Cool. Put your phone away.
Right.
You literally searched for a person.
That you cannot, we did not discuss that person.
We have not discussed in this whole...
This whole podcast, we have not
podcast.
mentioned that I look for a search for a person. We have not discussed that person.
Okay, cool. We have not. And this word that you just randomly saw, does it relate to the person?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Randomly.
So
And you showed it to the camera.
Yes.
Cool. Then this is what we're gonna do. With all the things that I've learned, I want you to just go ahead and now think of the person, just the word that you saw first.
Okay.
Okay? Just the word that you saw.
You want my eyes
Amazing.
closed,
Yeah,
eyes
yeah,
open?
it's fine. However, you keep it open.
Okay.
It makes me think better
Right,
and like
right.
see what you're
Right.
actually
Right.
putting
I'm
out.
thinking of that word.
You're thinking of that word that you just randomly saw.
Yeah, I'm visualizing that word.
Okay. By any chance, does it start with R? Or
Yes.
it does?
Yes.
It starts with an R.
It does.
Interesting. It does? You saw it. Camera saw it. It does.
It does.
Interesting. So it's an R, and you just saw this word.
Yes.
You didn't type it down. You didn't
No,
do it.
no,
Everything's
no,
in your
no.
head, and you showed it
Yes.
to the camera. Wikipedia is an article-based website which has millions of things,
We've
and
established that.
and I want you to now help me.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to now scream that word out like you were screaming your friend's name.
Okay.
I want you to scream that word out in your head without actually saying anything.
Right.
Okay. So I think the way you're nodding your head, you were nodding and continuously nodding your head, and you stop nodding 4 times.
Yeah.
So that means it's a 4-syllable word.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. It is a 4-syllable.
It is a 4-syllable word, like how you say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, say it one more time. I want to understand what the word is, and I want you to amplify this
Okay.
noise in your head. Amplify it further. Now, when you said it as one word direct. Right?
Yeah.
If I'm right, by the way you look, I suggested it was an R, but I think the word that you're thinking of is recommended.
Fuck. Okay, you know what? Black magic exists, dude. You're a black magician. Do not curse me, okay? I'll take what you want from the house. Just don't put a curse, okay? I hardly have any money, okay? But I can give you, I don't know, the cameras.
You know
take the
what?
Cameras.
You know what? This world.
Take Bhavesh's laptop.
Oh yes.
There's some good food for dinner. Just don't curse me. You're probably a gypsy from another life. Dude, that is insane. Man. That is intense. That is amazing.
You know, right now we're in this world where like anything can happen. Literally,
Wow.
the world can
Guys,
like
the
crumble.
word was recommended.
It was. Wait. Right now, like I said, like anything can happen. Like literally, right now, anything has happened. Anybody can do anything in this world. Anybody can just possess anything. But I think that's where you came. Because were you searching like about a world war or something that may happen, may not happen, but a person like Putin?
Yes, dude, I was searching for Vladimir Putin. Yeah, that's what I was. I don't know if I just feel stupid or amazed. I mean, on one hand, I'm totally blown away. I'm totally amazed, but I'm also thinking maybe I don't know something. Maybe I was so stupid that I gave it away, but it is not possible. I could have thought of anyone. There's no way, because we haven't spoken about Ukraine. We haven't spoken about what's happening, in Europe right now. We did not discuss the war. We have not touched upon that. And that's why I thought it's safe to, search for Putin, because, while he is relevant to what's happening in the world today on the 8th
As
of
on
March.
today.
Yeah, but we
what
never
he's
spoke
doing.
about it. We did not speak about that. We had no reason to discuss that since you got...
but everything was subliminal messaging, Like every small thing, you thought that we didn't, but we kind of did. That's why it went...
We never spoke about...
we didn't.
Ukraine.
We didn't.
We didn't. About war. We didn't speak about Putin. We didn't speak about Russia. I don't think I mentioned the word Russia since you got here, since I met you.
Correct.
My goodness, dude.
Nothing is direct. Everything is indirect. You said black magic, and that's where it started.
That's insane, man, dude. You're really scaring me. But at the same time, man, you have truly blown my mind, and I think whoever will see this, I'm sure will be blown away.
Yes.
You're amazing, and I wish you all the best. I'd love to have you for a lot longer, but I think it's been a while.
Okay.
Because I know if I start discussing anything with you, it's going to take another at least 1 hour. And I think right now I'm actually quite blown. And it has nothing to do with the alcohol. Oh my God, amazing, man. You're really talented, and I wish you all the very best, and I do hope you become the David Blaine of India, and the Sharan Kuttappa become synonymous with first class magic performances in India, because I think apart from PC Sarkar, like if I have to think of one Indian magician who most people might know, right? It's PC Sarkar. Like it's the first name that comes to anybody's mind in India, I'm saying. I hope someday that becomes Sharan Kuttappa or whatever a pen name that you choose to.
I will die in peace that day.
All the very best. Thank you so much for coming. And right now I'm still blown. I'm still trying to figure, how you did what you did. It's insane. It's amazing. I'd like you to autograph this.
For sure.
This for me. Here you go.
Sure. I'll give you a better pen. I'll carry everything with me. I have a whole stationery set.
Autograph that for me, and so that someday when you become really famous, and I'll probably sell this on, what is the thing now? What is this thing called?
NFT?
NFT.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Someday
Please
when I
NFT
become
me.
famous, I'm gonna just it's gonna be right here, and you're gonna see this hopefully every podcast that we have.
Oh yeah.
Someday when Sharan becomes really famous, I can sell this on NFT and make a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, Sharan.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute, what can I say, a wild time that I've had with you. And the last 20 minutes have been mind-blowing, dude. You're insane. All the very best. I know that if we go on, we can speak for another 2 hours and I wouldn't even know the time has gone by. We should do this again.
I don't know how long time has been. I didn't check when we started.
It's not so much. It's been like an hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
crazy,
good.
Dude. Insane. I'm so glad I called you and I'm so happy you accepted my invitation. See you soon. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You've been Bangalored.
Thank you.
And I have been floored.
Yeah. That's what it is. The outro, guys.